For today's video, we shall be talking about aviation law and freedoms of the air. Do you know, as big as the aviation world is, involving countries and involving national carriers and private airlines, there are international agreements binding airlines and countries. In this video, we shall be giving you the 9 aviation freedom laws, and we shall be talking about air law. Meanwhile, are you new to our channel? Please kindly subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Aviation law. What is aviation law? Aviation law is a branch of science that concerns flight, air travel, and associated legal and business concerns. Aviation law is considered a matter of international law due to the nature of air travel. However, the business aspect of airlines and their regulations also fall under aviation law. In international realm, the International Civil Aviation Organization provides general rules and mandates international concerns to an extent of regarding aviation law. The ICAO is a specialized agency of the United Nations. The Chicago Convention on International Civil Aviation was signed in 1944 during the World War II. It provided for the establishment of an International Civil Aviation Organization as a unit of the United Nations devoted to overseeing civil aviation. The convention also provides various general principles governing international air service. Freedoms of the air. The freedoms of the air are a set of commercial aviation rights granting a country's airline the privilege to enter and land in another country's airspace. They were formulated as a result of a disagreement over the extent of aviation liberalization in the 1944 Chicago Convention. The United States had called for a standardized set of separate air rights to be negotiated between states, but most other countries were concerned that the size of the U.S. airlines would dominate air travel if there were no strict rules. The freedoms of the air are the fundamental building blocks of the international commercial aviation network routes. The use of the term freedom and rights refers entirely to operate international air services only within the scope of multilateral and bilateral treaties that allow them. In total, we have 9 freedoms of the air that governs international civil aviation. The first 2 freedoms concern passengers of commercial aircraft through a foreign airspace and airport, while the other freedoms are about carrying people, mails, and cargo internationally. The first, through the 5th freedom, are officially enumerated by international treaties, especially the Chicago Convention. Several other freedoms have been added, and although most are not officially recognized under broadly applicable international treaties, they have been agreed to by a number of countries. Right now, we shall be giving you the freedoms of the air from the 1st up to the 9th. Meanwhile, if you've not yet subscribed to our channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Freedom number 1. The right to fly over a foreign country without landing. For example, a flight from Cameroon to South Africa flown by South African Airlines flying over Rwanda. Second freedom. The right to refuel or carry out maintenance in a foreign country without embarking or disembarking passengers or cargo. This is always known as a technical stop. For example, a flight from Nigeria to Kenya operated by AAPs refueling in Douala Airport. The third freedom is a right to fly from one's own country to another country. For example, a flight by Ethiopian Airways from Ethiopia to Uganda. The fourth freedom is the right to fly from another country to one's own country. For example, a flight from South Africa operated by Kenya Airways to Kenya. The fifth freedom, the right to fly between 2 foreign countries on a flight originating or ending in one's own country. The sixth freedom, the right to fly from a foreign country to another country while stopping in one's own country for non-technical reasons. The seventh freedom, the right to fly between two foreign countries where the flight does not touch one's own country. The eighth freedom, the right to fly inside a foreign country having started from or continuing to one's own country. For example, a flight operated by South African Airlines between San Francisco and Cape Town with a full stop in New York. Passengers and cargo may board or disembark the flight in New York with no intentions to board the flight to Cape Town. And the ninth freedom is the right to fly within a foreign country without continuing to one's own country. Transit rights. The first and the second freedoms grant rights to pass through a country without carrying traffic that originates or terminates there. These are known as transit rights. The Chicago Convention drew up a multilateral agreement in which the first two freedoms, known as the International Air Travel Transit Agreement or Two Freedom Agreement, were open to all signatories. As at the end of 2017, the treaty was accepted by 133 countries. A country granting transit rights may impose fees for such a privilege. And this has been all we brought to you today on Air Freedom. Thank you for watching our video. Thank you for liking our video. Stay tuned for more episodes.